Vids. Urgo's Vids. Urgo's Vids. Urgo's Vids.
Hey, Urgo here. I know I haven't done any vlogs before, but this was just such a day that I couldn't resist, posting one here. So I've been down in Atlanta here this week for work. Today is, well, at this moment it's Thursday, but it's really Wednesday night, and finished up what I needed to do. So I had a flight this evening at 6 o'clock back to LaGuardia, to New York. So get here a couple hours early because the security here at Atlanta is really bad. When I check in, the person at the ticket counter tells me right off that the flight's delayed. It should be leaving at about 6:30. Okay, not a big deal, a half-hour delay. So say, okay, you head on in through security. Security is long, like I had mentioned. Anyway, got through security and go have dinner. At the Chili's that we went to at the airport here, their credit card system was down. That made for long lines and people had to pay cash. Luckily we had enough, so not a big deal. Now, when I finally get over to my gate, I find out now the flight's not 6:30, it's been delayed to 7. 7 comes and goes, delayed to 7:15. Then 7:45 is when the new time is supposed to be. They let us on maybe about 7:30, roughly. Get onto the plane. And we sit on the, right at the gate for a good 45 minutes, probably about that. It's probably around 8:30, 8:45 maybe even, by the time we start pushing off from the gate. But before we actually, I forgot to mention, before we pushed off from the gate, they told us that one of the delays why we weren't leaving was because they accidentally put in too much fuel to the plane, 2,500 pounds of extra fuel. So they had to take it out. Okay. So, like I said, around 8:30, I'm estimating it was, we leave the gate and start heading out onto the tarmac. We're out there for, I don't know, I guess it was probably about a half hour. And moving a little bit, and then we just turn the plane around. A couple minutes later, the captain comes on and says that all flights to Charlotte have been grounded, and basically the airport's been delayed, and we would have had to wait a long time. Now the problem now was that the crew had been on duty for more hours than the FAA allows them to have. They allow, I think it was 14 hours in a day, and if they continued on waiting, they would go over that, so they had to cancel the flight. So as we're waiting to go back to the gate, which again took another half hour, I get on the phone with US Air first. They tell me that there's nothing they can do over the phone, that I have to talk to the gate agent. So, okay, whatever. I call up my travel agency and get them to at least book me a hotel locally here, which is this great thing we'll talk about later. So, okay, they book out the hotel, and finally by about 9:30, for a 6 o'clock flight, remember, 9:30 we deboard the aircraft, and I head over to the US Air ticket counter to get my flight scheduled for the next day. Wait over there, there's a long line. After, I don't know, about 10-15 minutes, the person that's standing in line behind us says that he already had called the US Air Platinum number and had them reschedule his flight. So we get the idea, okay, let me try that. Call up, have my flight rescheduled to them, not a big deal. And they say that, they asked me for a description of my bag and said that they'd pull it off. I just have to go to baggage claim and I can get it there. So I think, great. I go to the hotel, pick up my bag before I go. Not that bad of a day overall. I didn't get anywhere, but still, all's well that ends well. Not that easy. I get over to baggage claim, and at baggage claim there's a ticket agent there, and the ticket agent informs myself and a few other people that are waiting there that the captain actually jumped the gun. My flight was not canceled. There was a later flight coming in from DC to Atlanta, and they would take over the flight and fly it to Charlotte. So I would have been able to, but it was too late. I had already booked the hotel, which was non-refundable, so I had to go about this. So I have to wait at baggage claim there. Actually, when I talked to the baggage claim agent, they say they asked again for a description of my luggage, and said that there's actually a pretty good chance that I wouldn't get it, but still wait around for a while to see if it does show up. So I do just that, and it must have been around 11 o'clock when I decide that it's not going to come. And we walk back over to the baggage claim agent, and she agrees that most likely, it's not coming. So she gives us this here, which is basically an 800 number to call to get cheap airline hotels in the future. Just a number to call. Gives me that, and gives me two $25 off. Camera this way. $25 off coupons for a future flight on US Air. That's all they can offer. So I feel pretty insulted, but whatever, just rolling with the punches. And now I know that I'm not going to get my bag back tonight, so I have to come back to the hotel, and then in the morning I'm not going to have my stuff. I'm going to have to wear the same thing again tomorrow, so that's going to suck, but whatever. So I finally leave and get ready to go to my hotel, walk out of the airport, find that there's no specific area where the hotel shuttles are. There's just a whole bunch of places and just a mass of people. But after, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes wait, I found my shuttle there. And after a 15-minute drive, I finally get to the hotel. And to make things worse now, the hotel line is extremely long. I've never seen a hotel check-in this long before. Maybe there was 30 people or so in front of me. It was just moving very, very slow. So wasted another about 15 to 20 minutes in line waiting to check in at this lovely Holiday Inn Express, or Holiday Inn North, as they call it here, which, I don't know, I guess the room's not all that bad, but they gave me a handicapped room. That's all they had left for not smoking. But whatever. So that's my day. It's been maybe not my worst travel day. I'll have to talk about that later posting. But wow, this has been 10 minutes long. This isn't even going to fit on YouTube. So I'll have to edit this down a little, but thanks for watching. If you guys like these vlogs, maybe I'll make some more of them. Otherwise, I'll be making my other videos. So take care.